Edgar Cayce was born on March 18, 1877, in a small farming community in Kentucky. His psychic abilities first appeared in childhood when he claimed to see visions of deceased relatives and could memorize schoolbooks by sleeping on them. However, his journey as a trance reader began in 1901 when he lost his voice due to laryngitis. A local hypnotist, Al Lane, suggested putting Cayce into a trance to diagnose himself. To everyone's astonishment, Cayce, while asleep, accurately described the cause of his condition and prescribed a treatment. When he awoke, his voice was restored. This event marked the beginning of thousands of similar readings, where Cayce would enter a self-induced trance and provide detailed medical advice, despite having no formal medical training. His early readings focused almost exclusively on physical health, setting the stage for his later work. Cayce's method was deceptively simple. He would lie down, close his eyes, and enter a sleep-like state. His wife, Gertrude, would then read the subject's questions aloud, and Cayce would respond in a calm, monotone voice. He believed that during trance, his unconscious mind accessed a universal database of knowledge, what he called the Akashic Records. This concept, common in theosophy, suggests that all events and thoughts are recorded in a non-physical realm. Cayce's readings often included diagnoses and treatments that were ahead of their time, such as dietary changes, spinal adjustments, and even early forms of psychotherapy. He insisted that his trance statements should be tested, not blindly accepted. This scientific humility, combined with his Christian faith, made his work appealing to many. Today, we might compare his method to accessing the collective unconscious, as described by psychologist Carl Jung. The vast majority of Cayce's readings, over 9,000, were health-related. He prescribed remedies that were unconventional for his time, including raw vegetables, massage, and even castor oil packs. For example, he often recommended a diet low in fried foods and high in alkaline vegetables, anticipating modern nutritional science. He also emphasized the connection between mind and body, suggesting that emotional stress could cause physical illness. One famous case involved a man with a fatal stomach condition. Cayce's reading prescribed a specific diet and spinal adjustments, leading to a full recovery. While many of his treatments were later validated, skeptics argue that his success rate was inflated by anecdotal evidence. Nevertheless, his holistic approach, treating the whole person rather than just symptoms, influenced the alternative medicine movement. Today, the A.R.E. continues to research and promote his health principles, blending ancient wisdom with modern science. Cayce is perhaps best known for his prophecies, which included predictions about world wars, earthquakes, and the discovery of the lost continent of Atlantis. He claimed that Atlantis was a highly advanced civilization that sank due to misuse of technology, a theme that resonates with modern concerns about AI and nuclear weapons. Cayce predicted that remnants of Atlantis would be found near the Bimini Islands, and indeed, underwater formations known as the Bimini Road were discovered in 1968, after his death. He also forecasted that a great shift in the Earth's axis would occur around 2000, causing catastrophic changes. While that specific prediction did not materialize, his followers argue that the timing was misinterpreted. These prophecies have sparked both fascination and criticism. Skeptics point to vague language and post hoc interpretation, but for believers, Cayce's visions offer a glimpse into a deeper reality. Cayce's abilities extended beyond health and prophecy. He also described astral projection, the ability to leave one's physical body and travel in a non-physical form. In his readings, he explained that during sleep, everyone naturally astral projects, but most forget the experience. He taught that with practice, one could consciously explore other dimensions and even access the Akashic Records, a cosmic library containing the history of every soul. This concept aligns with ancient mystical traditions, from Tibetan Buddhism to Gnostic Christianity. Cayce himself claimed to have visited past lives and future events while in trance. For example, he described his own past life as a high priest in Egypt. While modern science remains skeptical, the idea of non-local consciousness has gained traction in parapsychology. Researchers at institutions like the Institute of Noetic Sciences continue to study such phenomena, bridging the gap between spirituality and science. Despite his popularity, Cayce faced significant skepticism. Critics like magician James Randi argued that his readings were vague and could be interpreted to fit any situation, a phenomenon known as the Forer effect. They also pointed out that many of his medical cures were unproven and could have been dangerous. For instance, he sometimes recommended removing tonsils or prescribing drugs that were later banned. Additionally, his financial dealings were questioned. He charged for readings, which some saw as profiting from the vulnerable. However, Cayce's defenders note that he never claimed to be infallible and often refused to give readings if he felt it would be harmful. He also donated much of his income to his foundation. The controversy highlights a broader tension between mainstream science and alternative spirituality. While the debate continues, Cayce's work has undeniably inspired millions to explore consciousness and healing beyond conventional boundaries. Today, Edgar Cayce's influence is felt worldwide through the Association for Research and Enlightenment, A.R.E., which preserves his readings and promotes holistic health, meditation, and spiritual growth. Over 300 books have been written about him, and his teachings have inspired New Age movements, alternative medicine, and even mainstream wellness practices. His concept of the Akashic Records has been adopted by many spiritual traditions, and his emphasis on diet and meditation predates modern trends. Cayce's life raises profound questions. Can the human mind access information beyond the physical senses? Is there a universal consciousness that we can tap into? While science has not yet confirmed his abilities, his story encourages us to remain open to the mysteries of the mind. As Cayce himself said, "For what we think, we become." His legacy is a testament to the power of belief and the endless potential of human consciousness.